I'm a little...
You're a little? I'm a lot up.
Oh, okay, good.
Hello, everyone!
Hi.
And welcome back to Drink Read Fabio! I'm Kate Brimmer.
I'm Sophia and Kaiafas. That was so
We're your hosts.
We are your hosts. Okay.
Welcome to another classic episode.
Classic?
We bring you a recommendation and a drink to match the recommendation, along with a book that makes you drink.
Yes.
So, we're going to start off with this beautiful new book that I read.
I'm going to start off with the fact that Sophia had a miscommunication error and don't know what's happening in my brain, and Kate's going to be recommending
The star of the show.
and also telling us about a
Kate's
book.
the star of the show.
I'm just going to sit and enjoy
I'm the star.
because
I'm the star.
I done goofed.
I'm the star.
Yeah.
This is Shadow and Bones by Leigh Bardugo. And it is amazing. It is a fantasy about two best friends who were placed together in an orphanage. They're both orphans. And in this world, some people are born with magical powers and some people aren't. And you get tested at a young age to see if you have these powers. And for some reason, both of them, when they were tested, did not show any signs of having magical powers. But when they are told to cross the Shadow Fold, which is this crazy land that basically borders two countries that an evil magical person created, where it's just darkness in this whole stretch of land that separates one country from another. And the whole goal is to get rid of the Shadowlands so that the trade can be brought back. And in the shadow, these evil beasts come and like kill people that go in there in the darkness. And in a crossing of the Shadow Fold, when they're trying to cross to the other towns to create trade, their ship gets ambushed by these monsters. And the boy Mal is under attack of the monster, and the girl Elena creates this powerful shine of light that wards off all the animals. And she has this magical light power inside of her that hasn't been shown for thousands of years to have this sun power.
Girl.
And so they take her away to become a Grisha, which is what they call the magical people. And she has to train and become good to try to defeat the Shadow Fold. And that's kind of the story. It's so good.
Mal from the Descendants.
No, it's a boy! Mal is a boy! Anyway, read it. It's so good. 5 out of 5 stars. I have the second book and it's on my TBR. I cannot wait to read it. And we're going to create a blue magical drink. Yay, yay, yay! To celebrate. So, we're going to start off with and this is to create 2 drinks, with a half of cup of pomegranate lemonade. You can use any like pinky, purpley liquid. I thought this looked good, so I got it. You can use cranberry juice, you can use watermelon juice, anything that gives this color.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do 4 ounces of gin, so basically 2 shots each. 2 ounces of sweetened lime juice.
Wow. Never heard that.
It's so good. We're gonna do 2 ounces of blue carousel, because we like to hide the taste of booze. All right, we haven't done this in a while.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
We're making our drinks on here. Okay, ready?
Shake, 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 shake. Yeah. It's a royal blue color. Pretty. Cheers.
I like it.
That's really good. It's really limey.
Yeah, it's sour, but I like sour.
Okay. Amazing. Now we can get even more drunk.
I want McDonald's.
Me too. Who else is a fan of Mickey D's? Let us know.
What time is it? 10:20.
Okay.
Let's get this show on the road so we can go get McDonald's.
Awesome. All right. So the book that I read this week was Where Good Girls Go to Die by Holly Renee.
Yes, Holly.
This book was such a podcast book, let me tell you.
With your scandalous girl on the cover.
I actually got this book because I genuinely thought that I would enjoy it, and boy did I.
Oh.
I mean, it actually was not good.
Oh.
So, we start off by meeting our gal Livy. Livy, which is Olivia, but they call her Livy.
Okay.
Who has run away from home. She went to the University of Georgia, but dropped out of school. And because she didn't want to go back home, became a stripper. As we do. Yes! So, she is a stripper at a high-end club. When a bachelor party comes in to her club, and she kind of is like schmoozy with the owner, so the owner really likes her. And he's like, you're the first girl to be in this bachelor party, like, come on.
Okay.
So she gets, and they all wear masks at this club, so all the girls wear masks.
I don't know that.
I know, it's kind of hot.
Should I be a stripper and do that?
Yes.
Okay.
And so she gets into her place, she's like dancing it out on the pole, on the stage, like living her best life until she meets a guy with these like green eyes. And she's like, oh my gosh, he's so hot. She's like, he's also looks kind of familiar, but like I don't know why. So she leaves the stage to go give like mini lap dances to see who he is. And she realizes that it is her first love, her brother's best friend.
Oh my god.
And then she moves on to dancing on a guy who is her brother. And
Who is her brother?
Yes.
Does she not know?
She knows the minute she stands in front of him, and then he's like, Livy, what are you doing here? And she's like, this is where I work. What are you doing? And he like makes this big scene, and he's like, Livy, we're leaving. You're coming home with me. I didn't know this is what you did for work. You lied to me. Let's go. So he gets her fired.
I would be mortified.
He gets her fired and grabs her.
Why do you get fired?
And takes her home because he throws the biggest fit to the owner.
Okay.
He's like, why would you hire my sister? Anyway.
It's like, sorry boy, your sister likes to be sexual.
Also, she's a grown-up, but she also hated her life. So, she's like, I feel empty doing this. But it's good money. Sad. Okay. So, she moves in with her brother and meets all of his new friends. And one friend, his name is Brandon, stands out more than the others, and they hit it off and become besties. And he offers her a job at his tattoo parlor as the front desk lady.
Okay.
He's like, I have a job for you. Like, I know you're looking for some place. Like, and I know you're living with your brother right now in his spare bedroom. Like, let me get you started.
Okay.
Cool. Super nice. So this book, I'm just gonna say it, includes a lot of flashbacks of when they were kids, which we love. But honestly, these flashbacks are boring. So I'm not gonna bring up any of them because they kind of didn't really include anything in the story. And they basically just told a stereotypical story of falling in love with your brother's best friend. Which she does. She falls in love with Parker. But
just backstory in your life.
Backstory where you're like, we get it, you guys were in love, yada yada.
Got it.
He broke your heart.
Blech.
So Parker is thrown for a loop after seeing Livy after 4 years because at that bachelor party, guess who was getting married?
Him?
Yes! He's the one getting married. Parker. And so he's like, the love of my life just danced on me, and I'm getting married to another woman.
Probably looked hot.
Yes, she did. And he got hard when she danced on him. So.
Love that! Girl power!
Is engaged to Emily, who is a nice, safe girl.
She's safe. She's safe.
That's literally what he says. He says she's a safe option. Over and over again. Isn't that terrible? Anyway.
I would not want to be a safe option.
No, absolutely not. And she's the complete opposite of Livy. She's like blonde hair, blue eyes. She refuses to get a tattoo on her body. He's covered in tattoos.
Of course.
Like bad boy kind of energy. And he cannot get Livy out of his mind after seeing her.
Yeah, he's like, that girl that was wearing lingerie, maybe I
can't forget about her. And his wedding is only a couple weeks away.
Oh, poor Emily.
I mean, it was his bachelor party.
Yeah, poor Emily.
Yeah. So Livy shows up to work and is looking through all the artwork designs of the tattoo parlor because the tattoo artists create books of designs. And she's just in love with one of the drawings when Parker walks through the door. Brandon left out the fact that his partner is Parker and they own the tattoo parlor together.
Girl.
And so she will be working with him every day. But she really needs this job, so they both agree to be civil.
Okay.
Like, we're going to be civil because I really need this job. And Parker's like, I want you to work here. It's fine.
Yeah.
So Parker is still going crazy seeing Livy every day and can't stand planning the wedding with Emily. Like, Emily's turning into a total bridezilla. He's like, oh, Emily, I just want to do tattoos all day.
Of course.
The artists at the tattoo parlor are pressuring Livy to get a tattoo because they're like, if you work here, you need to have a tattoo.
Yes.
And she becomes really good friends with the girl tattoo artist named Stacy. And Stacy ends up piercing her nipples for her.
Wait, Livy's nipples? Okay, girl.
Livy's nipples. And it's like, you need a tattoo. But Livy's just entranced with this one picture.
They have a picture of it? Is it bad? Oh no!
What she wants, where she's like, I just can't.
I love the clip art.
It's a fake, it's like a real heart with like flowers and butterflies coming out of it, but it's like so blurry and like pixelated.
It looks like clip art.
It looks like clip art.
No.
This is the tattoo she wants. She just cannot get this real heart drawing with like flowers and butterflies out of her mind.
Gotta have that on my body.
And Stacy is like, oh, good luck, girl, because so many people have come in and wanted that tattoo, but Parker tells them no, they can't have it every single time. Like, so many people have wanted that tattoo, and he says, no, you can't have it.
Then why is it in the book?
Right?
That's confusing.
So, but she goes up to Parker and she's like, if you're gonna tattoo me, this is what I want. And he says, because she first asks Brandon to tattoo her, and Parker's like, if she's gonna get a tattoo, it's gonna be from me. And she's like, okay, this is what I want. And he goes, okay, great, you can have it. Just like that.
Yeah, because he made it for her, didn't he?
Yep.
Oh my god!
And he admits that he drew it for her only when she was away. So she went away and he drew it for her. And he's like, you're the only one who is a wild card.
Then why is it in the book?
Exactly.
Dumb.
And that's why nobody else could have it, because I drew it for you.
Dumb.
So he starts tattooing her body and tensions rise because she gets it right above her ribs, like right underneath her boobies, and her shirt's up, and he's like, like totally like
Scandalous.
Yes.
It's getting spicy.
It's getting a little spicy, but nothing happens. So a tattoo convention happens to be coming, and the whole business has to go. So Stacy, Brandon, Livy, and Parker all get in the car together and they road trip to this convention at this hotel.
Okay.
So at the convention, Livy is introduced by Stacy to this guy named Neil, and they're kind of hitting it off. And then Parker comes and he's like, stay away from her. We once had a thing, so you can't talk to her.
What?
Because Neil and Parker are like friends, and she's like, huh? You literally have a fiance. Why are you cock-blocking me?
Literally.
And Parker also is literally a star at this convention. He has like a line out the door of people wanting to meet him at his booth. Like, they just like love his art.
Of course,
and
girl.
everybody loves him. And then
That
once the
heart tattoo.
convention is over, they all get super drunk, and Livy basically is telling everyone how hot she thinks Parker is and how they once had a thing.
Girly.
And Parker is like, you're too drunk, throws her over his shoulder like a man like hold, like a firefighter hold, and man carries her to her hotel room, puts her down, and basically tells her how crazy he still is about her, and they kiss!
No, and he's still
Yes.
gonna get married.
Yes.
No.
And
No.
I know.
I don't like that.
I know.
That makes me mad.
Me too.
Like, I obviously, like, I want them to be together because they're the main characters, but like,
He's engaged.
not like that.
Their wedding is in a couple weeks. Weeks!
Yeah. Oh, no. If a boy kissed me and he was literally getting married in weeks,
I'd be like, get off me.
Be like, I don't want you, because if you do this to her, you're gonna do it to me.
And guess what she says?
What?
He feels guilty, and she's like, it's okay, I'll keep it a secret. I won't tell anyone.
I mean, I would keep it a secret too, but I'd be like, you better tell her or I will.
No, she said, it's okay, keep going along with your wedding. Like, I'll keep it a secret. Like, I'm okay being, she's like, I was your dirty little secret once. I can be it again.
No, girl.
No, girl.
That's toxic.
I know! So after that, they're back at work, back at home. They're ignoring each other, just keeping it really civil, really cold. And Liv gets asked to go on a date by a guy, random guy she meets at a coffee shop.
Love it.
So on the date, she's having a great time, whatever, it's fine. It's not amazing, it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets a text from Stacy, her tattoo friend, being like, hey, I'm out at a bar. Do you want to come join me? And so she asks her date if she wants him to come with her. And he's like, yeah. So they get there, and Parker and Emily are also there. Parker's fiance.
No.
Along with all their friends, but still, like,
That
they're there.
is yikes.
So Emily is shooting daggers at Liv, even though she doesn't know, she like can kind of feel, oh no.
I can't get up.
She can kind of feel the vibe, and is shooting daggers at Liv, and basically, like, Parker and Liv are just trying to avoid eye contact at all times. They're still looking at each other.
It's like awkward tension.
And Emily's like kissing Parker as much as she can.
Of course.
And they're like secretly looking at each other. And Brandon follows Parker to the bar when Parker is getting more drinks. And is like, dude, what are you doing? And Parker's like, what do you mean? And Brandon's like, I know you and Liv are like in love with each other. Like, you're literally eye fucking across the table. Everybody can see but you. Like, what are you doing?
Eek.
Just dump Emily and be with her. And Parker's like, I don't know. It's 1 week until the wedding, by the way, at this point. 1 week. And his friend is like, dump her? You're in too deep at this point, Sir Parker.
Yeah.
You're in too deep.
No.
So, Emily comes into the tattoo parlor and decides that she wants to surprise Parker by getting her first tattoo done by him. Because Emily's never gotten a tattoo, she's been so against tattoos. And now she's like, you know what? I'm gonna get one.
Actually, I'm gonna be cool
him
so you like me.
Exactly, for his wedding night. And she shows Libby what she wants.
Oh no.
And it's a crumpled up picture that she found that is a portrait of Livy that Parker drew when she was 16.
No, I thought it was gonna be the heart. That's even worse.
Parker had shown this drawing to me. It's like half her face is florals and the other half is her regular face. That
Did they have a picture of that?
No, I wish. That they drew when Parker was like 18. They drew of Libby.
Oh no.
And showed it to Libby when they were younger. And so Libby like almost has a panic attack. And Emily is like, that way me and Parker will match. Because Parker has it on his ribs. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why is he getting married to this girl?
Yeah.
This is bad.
So Libby just makes the appointment for Emily, and then Emily leaves. And then when she leaves, Parker comes out of his tattoo room after his like client was done. Liv immediately pushes him back into his room and pulls up his shirt and sees the tattoo of her face on his ribs. And
that's crazy.
she confronts him. It's like, when did you get this done? And he said he got it done 2 years ago. She's been gone for 4 years now. Libby has been disappeared for 4 years.
What?
And he's like, I still love you. Because
Well,
like,
why didn't he do anything about it and he got married or engaged instead?
I know. And he says that I still love you. He basically admits that he still loves her and he'll never stop loving her. And then he throws her up on the desk and they have sex.
And he's still like
Yes.
gonna be married.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yep.
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 Yikes. Was it hot?
No!
Oh.
It wasn't even good sex. He just like stuck it in. That's the thing. That's like honestly my number one
That's not worth
critique
it.
of this book is that the sex scenes weren't even good.
If you're gonna have sex when you're engaged
Cheating?
to be married and you're cheating, it better be freaking worth it.
The sex scenes were not great in this book. Anyway.
Oh, that's disappointing.
So then they fall asleep on the floor of his office. Okay.
No.
And when Parker wakes up, Livy is gone. So he wakes up alone, and he's late to his rehearsal dinner for his wedding.
Oh no.
So he has a dozen missed calls from his fiance,
Oh god.
Emily.
This is a mess.
And instead of going to his rehearsal dinner, he goes in search of Liv. And
Oh my gosh.
can't find her, so he goes to Stacy's house.
How long has he dated Emily?
A couple years, I think. I mean, enough to propose to her. It doesn't say exactly how many years.
But like, it's like,
But he's
dude,
proposed to her.
you, even if you don't want to be with her, you still owe her.
And he says that he loves her. He's like, I do love Emily, just not as much as
He
Liv.
owes her honesty, and he can't just like ruin her life by not showing up to their rehearsal
I know.
dinner
Like, how embarrassing.
to look for another girl.
How embarrassing.
That
Okay.
sucks. Like, dude, do you
How
even
embarrassing.
care about this person?
I
Even
know.
like, if you don't want to date them.
And
you-
guess what? Wait for
Okay,
this,
okay.
wait for this. And so
go off.
he is going to look for her, for Livy, right?
Mhm.
And he goes to Stacy's house, the tattoo
Yeah.
artist, and Stacy basically is like, "What are you doing looking for Livy? It is your rehearsal dinner. Why are you not going to look for Emily and breaking up with her? Because you just cheated on your fiance."
Yeah.
She tells him off. She's like,
Okay, good.
You just cheated on your fiance
Stacy's
with
got it.
your childhood best friend. You're fucked up. You need to go make this right before
Yeah.
you even talk to Livy."
Yes. I agree.
And so he's like, you know what? You're right. So
Okay,
after the rehearsal dinner is over, he never showed up to his rehearsal dinner.
I would be
pissed.
livid.
So he meets up with Emily and says, I can't do this anymore. And calls
Oh, I would. My heart
And,
would be split into 1,000 pieces.
I know. And Emily goes, are you still in love with her? And he goes, yes, I'm still in love with her.
Oh, that would break my whole soul. I would
I know.
be crushed into a
I
million
know.
trillion pieces.
How terrible.
That is so
That hurts
horrible.
me
That hurts so bad.
It hurt to read. I was like, ooh, dude, you fucked up. You fucked up.
But
You
at least he
should've
was
broken-
honest before he married her, but
he should have told her the minute that he saw freaking Livy stripping on him, like giving him a lap dance in the strip club.
yeah.
He should have. Because if you're still having that crazy of a reaction to a girl, you should not be marrying another girl. Yeah. Sorry, no. No. You didn't get your
After
shit
the first time they
together.
kissed, he should have been like, yeah, we
No.
gotta go.
I know. So after that, he goes to find Livy, and they express their love to each other, and they have a lot of sex. Just a lot of sex. They just never
Sure.
leave their bedroom, and they just have a lot of sex.
Yeah.
During their sexcapade, he gets a call from the hospital, and is told that Emily was in a car accident.
Emily!
Because he's still her emergency contact.
Poor girl.
So
If
Livy
it couldn't get any worse.
I know. So Livy is like, go to the hospital, go be with her because she needs you right now.
Yeah.
So he goes there and learns that she was in a drunk driving accident where she got super drunk and drove,
Aww.
and thankfully nobody else was hurt in the situation. She's letting touch the tubes, and all she was asking for was him, and she got in there.
That's so sad. What the heck? Ew, I hate that.
I know. So he calls her parents and is all like, I do turn good girls bad. Like, I turn Livy bad. He like puts all the blame on himself. He's like, it's because of me. And I'm
It's
like,
kind of your fault though.
it is, but like, that's kind of narcissistic to be like, I just turn good girls bad.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
no,
ew.
you're narcissistic, sir. You just like treat people like shit. Just stop doing that.
And that obviously drives people to be upset and do
Exactly.
things that they wouldn't normally do.
I know. So Emily wakes up and she's super embarrassed. She's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did this. Like, that's crazy. And basically tells him, like, I forgive you. It's totally fine. Like, I understand you can't choose who you love. And
Could not be me. I'd be
not
pissed.
I'd be like, get the fuck out. You suck.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Don't talk to me. And she's like, go find her. Go find Libby. I understand. No.
What normal girl would do that? I'd be
Not
like,
a single one.
leave me the fuck alone. Get
Yep.
away, you stupid ass little boy.
Yep. So he does. He goes with my Libby. And even though he hasn't responded to her texts for 3 days, Libby hasn't left his
She
house.
sounds really great.
Yeah. Libby hasn't left his house because he's like, please just stay there and wait for me, even though I'm not going to talk to you or communicate with you. And she's like, yes, I will stay here. And so he comes home.
What? His life is like, everything revolves around me.
Yep.
I can do whatever I want.
So he gets in the shower and he's like, I don't want to talk to you. I just need a shower. And she's like, I know you need me. And he gets in the shower and she's like, just angry fuck me. Just like have sex with me while you're angry. And so he does. And he like takes out all his anger on her and sensualness.
What?
And he's like, she knows what I need. She knows what I want always. Like, she knows I needed this.
No.
I know. And so they have angry sex. And then they have loving sex. And then at the end, Libby plans this big event for all of their friends where they all go to a karaoke bar to have friend time. And Parker makes this grand romantic gesture where he sings this silly song in this silly outfit during karaoke. And even though this was a whole adventure to have friend time, they disappear into an office at the bar and have sex in the office. The end.
That's it?
That's it.
What? The end. It started off like I was like, okay, this kind of sounds fun. And then I'm like,
It was so terribly written.
this is so toxic.
Right?
And I really hate him.
He's terrible.
Like, what?
He's a terrible human.
I want to root for the guy and girl, but I don't root for him because he handled every situation in this book terrible.
And also, I didn't include this because their flashbacks was kind of annoying, but the reason why they stopped talking was because he got another girl pregnant. His ex-girlfriend and he did stop seeing his ex-girlfriend before he got with Libby, but she did get pregnant and then she miscarried.
This man's messy.
He's messy. He's not the one for
Good
you.
luck, Libby.
Have fun, Libby, because also
Yikes.
the fact that he led his fiance on until a week before their wedding. A week!
A week.
I would be crushed. Think of all the people that have bought plane tickets,
The money they spent.
the money they will never get back. They went to cake tastings. They did the whole shebang. They had the whole. He didn't show up to their rehearsal dinner because he was fucking another girl.
Man.
So that is where good girls go to die.
Should we rate it?
Yes, of course. So, what do you want to say?
Okay, so the way that we rate our books is on how drunk you would need to be to say you actually enjoyed this book. So we start with slightly buzzed, tipsy, drunk, stumbling, and blackout. And the rating is...
Drunk.
Okay.
Because it's like the situation is so messed up. Like the situation is so messed up.
Yeah.
And the sex scenes aren't even good. So if the sex scenes were better, I would have had a higher rating.
Yeah.
But because they were so bad, it's just like smack them in the middle drunk. Like it's still fun because the situation's so messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Like that makes it
So it's
kind
like
of fun.
drama and you're like, oh my god.
Drama and you're like, whoa. But at the end of the day, if you really sat down and thought about it, you're like, man, this is terrible. Like I don't want Parker to end up with anyone. I don't want him to get any girl because
he needs help.
He needs help. He's not doing well. And like he does admit, like, I've only loved you for 4 years, you're the only one. And it's like, well then why did you even get engaged to somebody else?
Yeah, it's like,
If
why
you
didn't
knew
you
that
try
you
to
weren't
find
in love
her?
with this? Yeah, why wouldn't you go after her? So
Yeah. It seems like he's kind of a
That's what I thought.
coward and then kind of a bitch boy.
And honestly, that graphic picture in the middle of the book really did me in. It's so stupid.
So stupid.
It's so
Why do you have to be like, this is the tattoo?
This is the tattoo.
Just-
I literally turned that page and I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, that's cringy. That's cringy.
So, that's my rating.
What did you rate? What would you rate it like in general? Like, cause Kate picked this book like to generally read.
Yes, because I saw somebody else recommend it on our Bookstagram.
So what out of stars would you rate it?
Probably a 2.
Eek, that's not good.
Because in a book like this, I would expect the sex scenes to be stellar.
Yeah, it's
You
like
know?
if it's gonna be crazy and bad, it needs to have good sex scenes, and you need.
And
to
they
be
were
like,
mediocre. But as
Nice.
a Drink Read Fabio book, it's a drunk.
there you go.
So take it as you will.
Okay, there you go. Well,
Awesome. Like and subscribe.
Comment,
Follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, and do all that you do. And we will see you next week on
Drink Read.